guys, it's Joanne from 15 Spatulas, and today we're going to make homemade marshmallows. Some of you guys might be wondering, why would you go through the trouble of making homemade marshmallows when you can just buy them at the store? And the main reason is because they are so much better. I remember the first time I made marshmallows at home and I was just astounded how it was a completely different experience. And I've even had friends who said they didn't like marshmallows and they tried my homemade marshmallows with hot cocoa and I converted them. They like the homemade version. It's not as dry as the store-bought version. It's really luscious and fluffy and moist and delicious. It is definitely worth the effort. It's actually not that hard to make. Let me show you how to do it. Add a half cup of cold water into the bowl of a stand mixer and add 3 packets of unflavored gelatin. Give the bowl a shake so the gelatin is all submerged in the water, and then let this sit while you prep the syrup. In a saucepan, add another half cup of water, 1.5 cups of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 2 tablespoons of good honey, 3/4 of a cup of light corn syrup, and cook this over medium heat to medium-high heat. You can see it's starting to bubble here, and eventually it will be clear like this. You're going to cook this to 240 degrees Fahrenheit, and then you're going to go back to your gelatin. You're going to get it on the stand mixer with the whisk attachment, and slowly drizzle in the sugar syrup with the machine running. At first it will look clumpy and dark, but you're going to whip this on high speed for 10 minutes and it will transform into this white fluffy marshmallow. Now is when you want to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Just whip that in for another minute. Then you're going to line a 9x13 pan with parchment paper and sprinkle it generously with confectioner sugar. This is so the marshmallow doesn't stick as much later on. Pour the marshmallow into the pan and use wet fingers to spread this out evenly. I tried using a wet spatula and it didn't work well. Your fingers are really the best tool here, and you can kind of smooth it out with your hand. Dust the top with more confectioner sugar, and then you need to let this sit for 8 hours or preferably overnight, and you're going to let it sit uncovered. This is so the marshmallow can dry out a bit, and then you can cut it into squares with a sharp knife. It's now ready to enjoy. Alright, it's been a little bit of a long wait for my marshmallows. They're ready to taste, so let's go for it. Wow. The thing that's funny about homemade marshmallows is you can just eat this on its own as a delicious confection, but like you wouldn't normally eat store-bought marshmallows out of the bag, or at least I wouldn't. Like, I just don't think they're that good. But these are just so like fluffy and wonderful and sweet, and the vanilla flavor just really comes through. And I also made myself a cup of hot cocoa with the marshmallow on top. Let's give it a taste. You know what too? The homemade marshmallows melt so much better than the store-bought. It creates this like really luscious foam layer on top as the square melts. And that is like the cherry on top for my hot cocoa. It's my favorite part. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to make homemade marshmallows, and I hope I've convinced you to give it a try if you haven't tried the homemade version before. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.